By now, you have received feedback from me. You will be able to view your paper on turnitin.com. You'll be able to view the comments that I have made on your first paper. And I have just sent you an email giving you information on how to improve your mark on your next paper. Now, there were some excellent papers. There were not many, but there were some. Many of you also scored very well, but we can always improve. So here are some tips that I would like to give you and I'd like to explain to you of how to improve your mark on your next paper. Now, these comments deal particularly with mechanics. Uh, if you had a content error, it means there was untrue content, or it means that the content was weak. Now, for the first paper, I was very generous and took, because it was all about you, it was about your writing and your experience with writing. So personal proofs were accepted. In academic writing, your proofs will have to be quotations and citations to make valid proofs. Personal proofs will not be considered evidence in further writing that we do, but you'll be told that in the assignment. So for most of you, the content grade was quite good. The style error, if you have made errors in style, it means that you either didn't follow the skeleton essay outline. The skeleton essay is your model that you're to follow for every essay you write. That is a basic 5-paragraph essay with an introduction, 3 main points minimum, and a conclusion. If you did not follow that style of the skeleton essay, you would have lost marks in style. Also, if you do not follow the title page template that I have given you, you would lose marks in style. Also, if you do not follow the cover letter style template that I have given you, you would lose marks in style. I don't believe anyone has lost marks for style, but if you are too wordy and use and the words use unnecessary wording or repetitive wording, you would lose marks in style in the future. Most of the errors made were errors in mechanics, and mechanics means spelling, punctuation, grammar, spacing, typos, that type of thing that should have been caught. So that's what I would like to discuss in this particular video. Um, how to improve? Well, first of all, the only way to improve is to view the comments that I've made on your paper. You would be able to see them. They'll appear as little bubbles. Read the comment, and some of the rules there, some of the comments have within them the rule is in it, but some don't. But what I would like you to do, how to improve? Well, first, make a list. So actually type up a list of the errors that I have indicated in your paper. If it says comma splice, write down the word comma splice. Make a list of errors. And then look up the errors. Look up the rule for those errors. I have recommended highly that you purchase a handbook. I've recommended Checkmate. It's an excellent handbook. But many of you who have taken Fall 1 and 2 have the Little Brown Handbook, and that's an excellent handbook as well. Any good, excellent handbook, I'm not recommending one over another, an excellent handbook would be a resource to look up the rules. If you don't have a handbook, you could use the internet and search for the grammar rule or the punctuation rule that you have broken in the error and get information. Find out the rule. Find out what it is that you did wrong. And then secondly, you need to practice of how to avoid it. You need to practice it in exercises. I have posted some hot tips for mechanics on our website, also some tips for revising and editing. These are documents on our CLUE website. I also have some video tutorials, a basic, just basic common errors that people made and how to avoid them. I have those tutorials also posted to Clue under mechanics video tutorials. Um, Also, I would highly recommend that you use Catalyst. I will do a separate a little video on Catalyst, but basically Catalyst is an excellent tool by our publisher. It's an online resource, and what it has information on many aspects, on referencing, on the writing process, etc. But what I'm specifically referring you to it for is for help with mechanics. It has the rules right on there. It's a free resource. Just click on the link that says Catalyst. Look up in the editing quadrant. Well, I'll do another video, but you'll see, look up mechanics rules. Find out what the rule is that you did not keep. And then there are exercises there that are free for you to practice your mechanics. You can actually practice how to avoid comma splices with a series of exercises. It will grade you. So the resources are there at your fingertips. Also, it's always good to get another set of eyes to look at your work. There are peer writers in the Ledi library. You can sign up for a peer tutor. That tutor will go over your paper with you and help you to point out errors. Also, we do have a writing lab in the English department, and it's free for English students. Since you're taking this course, you are an English student, at least in this course, so it's free for you to sign up, and a writing professional, a teacher, will go over your assignment with you, show you your errors, how to avoid them in the future. No, they don't proofread for you. That job is for you and for you to get a friend to proofread for you, but they certainly will help you to correct your errors. As I said, there's a peer tutor in the library that would go over and help you spot errors. The Academic Writing Center is available for you also through the Ledi Library. Here is the link. They have a walk-in tutor service. Again, they're not there to proofread for you, but what they will do is show you how to avoid your errors. They'll show you what they are, how to avoid them. I want to make the recommendation that you proofread your paper more than once. I know that once you're done a paper, it's sort of like, thank God I'm done with that, and I just want to get it over with. So I would recommend when you're done and you are finished and you feel that breath of relief that you're done, put it aside. Go and do something else totally different. Go have a coffee, go play a game, go do something different. Give yourself, the experts recommend that you give yourself 2 or 3 days afterwards, but I know that always is impractical for students to be done a paper 2 or 3 days early. So even if you give yourself 1 or 2 hours, just get away from it and come back to it with fresh eyes. You're more likely to catch your errors by proofreading it if you give yourself a break. And so I highly recommend that. Proofread the paper more than once, especially if you have a long list of mechanical errors. I would read the document on proofreading sweeps. So look at it specifically once just to make sure that all your referencing is correct. Look at it a second time just to make sure there are no errors in agreement, subject-verb agreement, pronoun antecedent agreement. Check to see, are those, look specifically in proofreading sweeps. And then number 9, citation style. I was quite generous with you on citation styles. If they were improper, I certainly told you. I encourage you, I thank you for those who did some type of integration of quotes and citations. You're doing the right thing, because in academic papers you should be using quotes and citations. And in this, what I'd ask you is check your APA and MLA style. You will be penalized if you do not do it correctly. There are links right there on our website, on our Clue website, that will take you to OWL of Purdue, which will show you, it's extensive. It shows you how to cite an electronic source in text citations as well as footnotes or endnotes. I also will accept them. I prefer the in-text citations, but I'll accept them as endnotes or footnotes. But you have to do it correctly. So get the proper style, and the links are there on our Clue website. Also, if you have questions about referencing, you could chat live with a Ledi Library librarian. You just log on to their website, the Ledi Library, and ask them a question. They'll answer you. Also, the Academic Writing Center would help you with this. Also, the English Department Service would help you with this as well, if you're not sure how to cite. Okay? Then finally, if you have done all of these steps that I have just named and explained to you, and you don't understand, or you think perhaps I have made an error in marking your paper, you should definitely contact me. Do that by email. Don't do it in the chat. If it's a personal comment about your paper, contact me by email and be specific. Tell me what paragraph number, what page number, and if you can, quote exactly what it is that you believe that I didn't mark. And if I made an error, I will correct it. You have 7 days after you receive your marked paper to contact me if you believe an error has been made. After that 7 days, really, you cannot comment about errors made. So I highly recommend that you look at your paper thoroughly, look at the comments. If you believe an error has been made, then contact me. But these tips that I've given you, they will help you to improve your mark on your next paper.